channel. We are starting the day with a return. About a month ago, I bought these two tops from Urban Outfitters that I thought were so cute. I was so excited about them, and I was too lazy to try them on. And of course, I go home, I try them on, and neither of them fit. Also, when I was picking these out, I did not even realize they are the same top in different colors. I totally thought they were different tops because one of them was on the hanger like this, and one was on the hanger like this. I got two different sizes. Neither of them fit somehow. Very unfortunate because they're both really cute, but I have been putting off returning them, so we're gonna go do that. I'll probably walk around the store. I love looking at their home decor stuff. Actually, I just remembered there was something I wanted to get that was online. I don't know if they'll have it in store. It was this really cute photo booth strip frame that had a little hook on it so you can like hang your keys by the door or something. I thought that was cute. So maybe we'll see if I can find that. It would basically be free with the return, so might as well. Okay, let's go inside. Okay, we are back home. They unfortunately did not have the little photo strip frame that I was looking for, but that is okay. I've recently gotten back into writing things down in my planner. I feel like for a while I was just keeping everything in my head, which was really not working. Sometimes I just get lazy and I don't feel like sitting down and writing everything out. But once I finally do it again, I remember how helpful it was. I'm way less stressed when I just put everything I need to do on paper, and I found that I'm more likely to do it. Sometimes towards the end of the day, I'll start to get lazy and just want to sit on the couch and do nothing. But then I'll remember that I have things written down on my to-do list that I have not crossed off yet, and it motivates me to do it because I want to have everything crossed off. Whereas if I hadn't written anything down, I probably would have just stayed on the couch, which some days that is just what you need and you just want to rest. But some days it just feels better mentally to get your stuff done instead of like pushing things off to the next day and just having this huge like mental to-do list that feels very overwhelming. So I write down even like simple things. Like I have so much laundry to catch up on, so I'm gonna write down laundry. I have some that I need to put away before I start a new load. I feel like I've been out of town so much over the past month, and it's gonna continue over the next 2 weeks too. So I've just been so behind on laundry. I have to make some revisions to a YouTube video. I need to do my nails today. I have to film something tomorrow, and it may sound silly, but I just like to have my nails done when I know I have to film something. Day-to-day vlogs are obviously an exception, but I don't feel like myself when I don't have my nails on. I'm gonna be making some and I'm really excited about it. I also just need to clean up my room and the living room. There's a huge mess behind me, so I'll make sure I do that today too. It feels like I have more to do. I do feel like I'm forgetting something that I wanted to get done today, but oh well. First thing I want to do is at least clean up the living room and lay out my laundry. Maybe we'll save cleaning my room for later today while my nails are drying, but I'm gonna be in here while I do my nails, and I just want to be hanging out in a clean living room. So let's do a very quick clean. Excited about is MEJ asked me to shoot some content for their new launch, which is this new scent of their hair and body mist. They even sent this little mini magazine, and I think it's the cutest thing ever. This is kind of what their new collection looks like. So much cute stuff. I'm gonna be doing this next week. My friends and I love MEJ. We actually have a girls trip to Joshua Tree planned, and MEJ specifically asked to do it with some friends and have fun with it, and we are so excited. But I wanted to make some cute nails that would kind of match the theme of their new launch. I actually just got this PR box today in the mail from them. Is this not the cutest packaging ever? The new scent is called Lychee Baby, if I haven't already said that. I really like it. It smells very summery. It has notes of lychee, bergamot, jasmine, lemon, and amber. Sorry if you can hear the washer going. Also, I cannot wait. I love MEJ so much. I have used their stuff forever. Their hair clips are the ones that I reach for when I know I want my hair to stay in place and not have any issues with it. Plus the designs are so cute. So I wanted to make nails to match, like I said, and I had this specific vision in my head, and it felt like nails that I had seen before. I couldn't find any pictures on Pinterest that were like what I was looking for, and then I realized it was not nails that I was thinking of. It was literally this hair clip that I wanted to use as inspo. I want to do a bunch of fun, different styles of nails, maybe one of them being white with little pink polka dots, maybe a couple hot pink French tips, and then a nail with some strawberries. I don't know. But when I have an idea in my head that I can't quite find an inspo picture for, I will just draw the nails myself. Terribly, mind you. Don't expect this to be good. So here's what we have so far. Okay, I'm thinking French tip for the middle finger with a little strawberry. Maybe pink with thin red stripes for the ring finger. Polka dots for the pinky. Maybe a big strawberry on the thumb, and then more polka dots on the pointer finger. This is the design I have. Now I'm just gonna write down what colors I want. Okay, I have all the colors written down. Now let's see if I can properly bring this vision to life. I'm not so sure. Look how cute these nails turned out. I really love them. I think they took about like an hour and a half. I'm gonna have to get used to having long nails again. I only really have them for special occasions, I guess. But today we are going to the gym. If you're new here, I'm someone that struggles with anxiety a lot. So naturally, gym anxiety is something that I have, and I really want to get over it. I don't go to the gym nearly as much as I want to. I do really well with classes because I am being shown exactly what to do. But something that I really want to do is weightlift. And there's not really like classes for weightlifting. I guess the closest thing would be a personal trainer. Anyways, I'm gonna go in there and I might just do a bunch of random machines and not like a well put together workout, and that is okay. The point of me going to the gym, at least for right now, is to just get more comfortable with it and learn the machines, work on my form, stuff like that, and then we'll get into like actually planning out workouts when I'm more comfortable, if that makes sense. If anyone else has gym anxiety or has had it in the past and gotten over it, please leave me a comment. I would love to hear how you overcame it or what's been helping you. My goal is to do legs, but again, we will see what's open. So let's go inside. Okay, you guys, I'm done with my workout and I am so glad that I did that. I did legs. I took the squat rack that was in the very corner. I was doing my workout and a girl comes over kind of next to me and starts doing her own workout, and this was when I was doing RDLs, and I've always been unsure about my form on those, and she just looked strong and looked like she knew what she was doing. And I was like, I should just ask her. And I worked up the courage to ask the girl how my form was, and she was so nice. She gave me a couple tips. I was glad I was doing pretty good. I just didn't need to be going as low as I was, but when she was talking, you could just really tell she knew what she was talking about. And I was like, oh my gosh, that was so helpful. Like, thank you so much. And she was like, yeah, of course. Like, I work here. I'm a personal trainer here. And I was like, I literally was just thinking about how I want a personal trainer. But in my head, I was like, I want it to be a woman and I want to feel comfortable around them because I'm already anxious about working out. And in my head, I was like, it would be a pain to find that. In reality, it probably wouldn't have been that hard, but it just felt like it was meant to happen and I was meant to meet her. So who knows? Maybe I will get a personal trainer and go more often. But even just that interaction gave me a little bit more confidence and just made me feel better about being there. But after I did the squats and RDLs, I was already feeling a little bit tired and shaky. I also wasn't even doing that much in weight, but I feel like when you weightlift for the first time after a while, it is just so hard. So I just decided to go try out one of the machines and then just go on the treadmill. So that is what I did. Definitely a very short workout, but like I said, the point of me going right now is to just get myself comfortable. This was such a good experience of going for the first time in a while. I also don't usually go by myself. I feel like that is a factor that I don't know why I haven't mentioned yet. I always go with my boyfriend who can help me with all of these exercises, but I obviously don't want to be dependent on him to go to the gym. I want to feel comfortable going by myself too. So that's actually the main part of it. I don't know why I didn't say that before. Anyways, I've been yapping. Let's go home. I want to shower. It's gonna feel so good to shower. I'm gonna eat something and I'm gonna spend the day pretty much editing. So that's the plan for today. Alright you guys, after that day, it was time to start preparing for Mother's Day and for my trip to Joshua Tree. I was basically going straight from Joshua Tree to my sister's house for Mother's Day, and I love to bring some kind of sweet treat with me whenever I'm seeing my friends or my family, and I knew I had to make some Mother's Day sugar cookies, so I went ahead and prepped those and just packed them up and put them in the freezer. I also had to wrap some Mother's Day gifts and get Julia's present all ready. The next day, I woke up and self-tanned. I really liked how it turned out. This was my marinating and self-tan outfit, and I knew I wanted to make a birthday cake for Julia. She's not a big sweets person, but she's she's had these espresso martini cupcakes that I've made, and she said she loved them, so I knew I had to make the cake version of that. So this was me getting that ready and doing the crumb coat, and then it was basically time to pack and head out. I was picking up my friends at the airport, so I left, and on the way, Olivia Rodrigo's pre-sale was happening for her new tour, so I had to stop and lock in and get us tickets. I cannot wait. Comment down below if you got tickets too. But yeah, then we made it to Joshua Tree. We stayed in the cutest Airbnb. It was a nice relaxing trip. We honestly just hung out at the house a lot and talked, and we watched movies. We tried out some coffee shops in the area. We also did the MEJ content, which I think turned out really cute. Also, you can see how Julia's cake turned out once it was decorated. I did like polka dots. We did karaoke that night. Here's Julia and Avery doing it. So yeah, overall it was a great trip. I didn't end up filming anything for Mother's Day because that part of the trip was super quick, but that was great too. And now we are back home. Guys, I'm back from Joshua Tree. I don't know if I said this, but I also went to go see my family for Mother's Day right after Joshua Tree. So I was gone for like a week, and I feel like the 2 days before just got so crazy trying to like prepare for that. We're back home now, and I'm getting back into my normal routine, which I'm very excited about. There's a lot going on right now, just in my personal life. A lot of like uncertainty with like the near future. Nothing bad, just uncertain, and it's like stressful figuring things out right now. So I think being in a routine is going to really help me and just give me that like solid foundation that I need while I'm feeling a bit stressed. So anyways, today is gonna be a fun day. I want to film some beauty content. I feel like I never, or not never, but like rarely film beauty content, and I don't know why. So I wanted to like film a cute little video today, and then after that I need to just catch up on some editing. I might want to like meal prep something, but since I want to film some makeup content, I wanted to get my eyebrows done. My makeup always applies so much better after I get my eyebrows done. It's like just so smooth and just clean. So that's the first thing I'm gonna do today. I'm so excited. It looks so good. Okay, the eyebrows are done. Here's what they're looking like. Feels so much better. I also can never really film in there because it takes 3 or 4 minutes to get them done, and I'm pretty much like holding my brows the whole time. That time was more painful than usual, but it was worth it. I came home to a super fun package. In honor of AAPI month, MEJ and T3 Micro collaborated and made this hot pink blow dryer. This is so cute. They're both Asian owned brands. As you guys know, MEJ just came out with their Lychee Baby scent, so that's the theme of the blow dryer. And I think I'm actually gonna style my hair with this right now before I film my makeup videos. With the package, they actually sent another one of these, and I've really been wanting to do a giveaway. I think I'm gonna do multiple giveaways on multiple platforms. I just have a lot of PR that I can't use as just one person, regardless of if I love the product or not. I just know I'm not gonna go through that much of something, so why not share, especially with you guys who have made it possible for me to be getting cool PR like this. So I'm gonna put together a little PR box, including the Lychee Baby MEJ hair mist, and of course some other fun goodies. So I'll have the info to enter in the description box. I just realized I forgot to make a coffee. I was gonna do that when I got home, so maybe I'll do that and have it while I'm styling my hair, and then we'll film my makeup videos. Hair's all done. This side I feel like turned out a little better. I think this side, like the pieces got mixed together a little bit more, so it looks a little bit frizzy. But let's take out the big roller and then comb through. It always looks crazy when I first take it out. Oh, wait, that's really cute. I really like when it goes in towards your face, and I know a lot of people like it when it's going like away from your face like that. I really like that too, but I feel like towards your face just feels more Rachel Green to me, I guess. I don't know if I should comb through it yet. I'm scared that I'm just gonna ruin all of the curls because my hair falls so quickly. I'm actually surprised that this side stayed while I did this side. Maybe I just won't comb through it. Let me try shaking it out. Okay, this is cute. I'm gonna finish it off with my hair mist. Oh, this smells like summer. I'm picturing myself like sitting at a restaurant by the beach, sipping on a little lychee cocktail. Okay, let's do my makeup. This is kind of the behind the scenes now. I feel like a lot of my short form content is vlogs, but I really want to mix in some beauty makeup content because that is something that I love so much and I really enjoy. All that to say, I want my personality and my interests and my hobbies and my life to be reflected more in my short form content too. Let's go film. Thought I'd quickly show you guys my filming setup because it's different than how I would normally film sitting at my vanity doing makeup. This is what our setup is looking like. And then I have this little screen that I recently got that plugs into your phone and mirrors it so you can film with your back camera and you can still see what you're doing. This is actually touchscreen too, which is so nice and so convenient. I also normally don't use this light, but since I'm filming makeup content, I decided to pull this one out. Normally my setup would just be my phone attached to this little stand on my desk, but since I'm using the MagSafe for this, I can't use this. And then I would just screen share chair to my TV, but I just thought this setup specifically would be best for the video that I'm filming. I normally always use natural light, but today is an exception. I'm gonna be so excited to turn this off. I'm already like getting tired of the light being in my eyes. But the video is just gonna be trying some new makeup, not necessarily new releases, but new to me, and just seeing how I like it. So let's get started. Okay, you guys, I'm done with my makeup. I'm putting my light back up so you guys can see what it looks like a little bit better, but I'm obsessed. I actually really love how this turned out. I used green eyeshadow, which is so unlike me. I don't remember the last time I've put green eyeshadow on my eyes, if ever, but Chanel recently sent out some PR that included this little green eyeshadow palette, and I've been seeing so many people try it, and I just thought it looked so unique and beautiful, and I never would have gone for something like this, but I put it on, and I think it's so cute and so fun for spring. And then I tried some new blushes. I love how the green and the pink looks together. I feel like this was the perfect combo. And then I used a lip tint from Rhode that I have not used in forever. They asked to send me a restock of some of my favorite products, and I got to choose 2 lip tints. So one of them was Pretzel. I'm obsessed with Pretzel. Pretzel is so good. But for the other one, I decided to get Salty Tan, which I have not used in forever. But I forgot how good it is. This shade is perfect. But I'm so pleasantly surprised with how that turned out. I'm happy with how the video turned out too. I really liked having the light. Anyways, now I'm all ready. I don't know if I have any other short form content to film today. I don't think I do, so I am going to clean all this up. I make a mess when I'm filming. It's so bad. And then we need to edit, so let's get started on that. Hey guys, it is now Monday. This vlog has been all over the place and I'm so sorry. We are at Trader Joe's right now. I've been so lazy about grocery shopping and cooking and just haven't been eating good at all. So I want to get a few things to make some stuff for the week. I want to make a Greek bowl. I want to make some pasta because I have a bunch of stuff for it at home that I should probably use. And then I have some bananas that are really ripe and ready to be turned into banana bread. So I want to try a new recipe for that. I'm gonna get a couple things for that and then just whatever else catches my eye. You know, after having a weekend where you just ate really bad, you're just ready to eat not even like crazy healthy, just like not junk food. I feel like we just ate junk food all weekend and it was honestly a really great weekend. We went to the beach, we went to the movies. I feel like we did a lot this weekend. I'm forgetting what we did, but we saw the Sheep Detectives movie. I saw the trailer for that and I was like, oh, this is gonna be so stupid. I judged a book by its cover, but it was genuinely such a good movie. I was so pleasantly surprised by it. You guys actually need to see it and I'm not even joking. I thought it was like a kid's movie, which it kind of is, but anyone can watch it and enjoy it. I genuinely think you need to go see it. It is so good. Anyways, let's go inside. I have my Trader Joe's bag right here. If you can, I would definitely get one of these like styles of bags. I don't know what it would be called, but it kind of acts as a little shopping basket. It has a flat bottom and it's so nice. So much easier to carry your stuff. This is all organized very nicely, so I don't want to like take stuff out right now, but here is my little haul. I also got some sourdough because I forgot about this like pesto tomato mozzarella toast that I used to make. It was so good and so easy. You basically just put all the stuff on it and air fry it. It almost tastes like a mini pizza and it's so good. I also got this vegan tikka masala. I always heard people talking about it from Trader Joe's, but I never tried it. I don't go here very often, but I've kind of just been on a Trader Joe's kick recently. But yeah, their tikka masala is so good. It's just such an easy thing to have for dinner. Because let's be real, I am going to be lazy with cooking most days. I am going to head home now. I think that's going to be the end of today's vlog. I feel like it's been all over the place and I need to just end it and start a new one. So I will pick up the next vlog very soon and maybe I'll show you guys some of the stuff I make. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed and I will see you very soon with another one. Bye.